Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday. How are you tonight? How are you this evening? Tell me about your Tuesday. It is Tuesday. What are you excited about this Tuesday? What are you grateful for? Hello, Kitty. How are you this evening? What are you grateful for this Tuesday evening? Dal and Dazzle are here. That means it's treat time, Dazzle. I'm just saying. I know I've been keeping you waiting. Good to have you all here on this Tuesday night. The 20th of March, you've knocked out of the park. You've knocked out 2/3 of the month of April is gone. 2/3 out. I'm sorry about the snow, Kitty. At least it was only snow showers, not accumulating snow, it sounds like. I would have taken that versus the shoveling I had to do. The shoveling. Oh, Dazzle likes the snow, huh? Nice. I like selling furniture. That's always nice. That's a nice bonus. That is very good. Today was a nice day. It's school vacation week here, and I really had no idea what to expect. And so far, it has been strong. So that is a good thing. But the weather has been nice too. The Queen is here, Vicky. 6th anniversary this weekend. Happy to have made it to the other side. No snow here. 75 degrees. Well, that is wonderful. Congratulations, Vicky. I would argue the only problem with your statement is that we're still traveling to the other side. You have made it this far. You have made it this far, and you will make it to the other side. You will make it to the other side. The pandemic is not over yet. But you're in a good spot. Hey, Michelle is with us in Virginia. How are you tonight, Michelle? What are you grateful for tonight? As we close the book on 2/3 of April. 2/3 of April is out the window. But you know what that means? That means you still got 1/3 to go. You still got another third of April to just knock this month on its side and just say, yeah, I'm in control of this. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run this. You've got this. Did I bring glasses over here? I did. I did. Yeah, isn't your post-COVID team great? I mean, it really even people that had a great team going into this have a better team coming out of it. And I am excited for that. I am excited for the future. The future is bright. If I had my shades, I'd wear them. But I just have my glasses here. I have my glasses, and we're going to get started with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book tonight. Ooh, I bent a page. Is where we will start tonight. If you're following along, we are on page 82. Well, this is perfect for me. Just talking about you're so bright, I have to wear shades. You're so pretty, I can't look directly at you. You're in eclipse. Good morning. Good morning, folks. It is great to have you on tonight. We're going to move fast and furious tonight because it's been a long day. It's been a long day, a good day, but a long day. A good day, but a long day. Lack of time from Simon. Lack of time plus lack of resources plus optimism equals innovation. Boom. Lack of time, lack of resources, and optimism equals innovation. Well, that is what you guys have been doing. That has been your last year. Lack of time, lack of resources. But you had optimism. You had optimism, and that leads to innovation. Boom. Well, I'm going to hop right in on the hot topic today that's pissing people off, or has them worrying. Hey, Naples is in the house. Hello, Jennifer. Great to have you here tonight. I'm going to hop right into my athleisure wear. I'm going to hop right into Lululemon selling. Is going to start a program where they will trade in their products and then they will resell them or recycle them. They will resell them. You'll earn a gift card, store credit, and they will either resell them, prepare them to be resold, or they will recycle them. Is what Lululemon is doing. They are testing this in, I think, Texas, and where's the other place? Hang on one second. California and Texas is where they're going to try this starting in June. And they will get an e-gift card. And all profits from the program will be reinvested in the company's other sustainability initiatives, is what it will do. It'll certainly keep people in the store. So, I mean, that part, I follow. But you got to keep in mind, a lot of people are worried about this because Lulu is a good seller in the leisure wear for you. And a lot of people have posted today, this afternoon in Narcs, how they're nervous about this, or this is just another thing hurting resale. Everybody's trying to get a piece of the pie. Don't worry about, you need to be educated and aware of what everyone else is doing. Okay, I'm not a stick your head in the sand kind of guy. Okay, I'm not going to stick my head and go la 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 la, nothing happening here, la 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 la, nothing happening here. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I want to be educated. I want to be informed. But I'm also not worried about it. Granted, I don't worry about much. Right, you never hear anything about these programs other than the initial launch. Other than the launch of them, okay, these programs never get a lot of legs. Okay, they don't work the way the companies intend, but it is a good PR piece. And even if it did, okay, good resale begets good resale. So, it lifts all boats. It educates people more than anything. It educates people that would never try resale, that would never look at resale. It educates them about the quality of resale. Okay, that items can have a second life. And their main business is not that, is not resale. The Welties have snuck in. It does build credibility in resale, but you need to make it easier, better, faster, more fun. And so it will not affect your business. It'll affect your head if you let it. It will affect your head if you let it. Oh, I'm not going to take Lulu anymore because they're doing their own resale. Nobody will bring me Lulu. Okay, I mean, you stick your head in the sand with this, and be like, this is the sky is falling. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. It's not falling, people. It's not falling. Okay. And this is a good thing for promoting resale. So I think all the press that Lulu is getting over this is actually good for resale, good for the industry, good ultimately for your business. And that is what's really important here. That is the important lesson in this. It's also really important to note that they acknowledge that not everything is good for resale. I think this was another good point in their press release. Not everything is good enough to resell. And the fact that they talk about that not everything is good enough to resell, and they tell the company that is going to reprocess it into something else, okay, it is a good thing, okay, that they work with a textile company, and that's part of the resale business. It is textile, not everything is. Sometimes your baby's ugly, okay, so not everything is good to resell, and that, and people don't want to deal with the other side of the industry. So the fact that they highlighted textile recycling as part of this is good press again for the resale industry, that the resale industry is doing good things, that not everything has a direct resale value. Just because it's got holes in it doesn't mean a poor person wants to wear it. They don't want to wear your holy Lulus. Holy Lulus? And that's not a religious thing either. That's just Lulus with holes in it. They want to wear Lulus with dignity, just like everybody else. And so that is the outlook on this. That is the positive way to look at this, and what it does for your standing in the industry, how it helps tell our story. Okay, and the more that the story is told, the more people that'll cross over. The more crossover people we get, the better. Okay, and so that is really a good thing. So. And I'm proud of you, Michelle, to be that you're not worrying about such things anymore. The sky is not falling. This is not the end of athleisure wear in your store. This is not the end of Lulu. If anything, it might bring you more Lulu. So, look at this, in the positive way that it is. Okay, it is shining a light. It is shining a light. Do I have a light that I can shine? Hang on. That one didn't really do it. It's shining a light on resale, and that is a good thing. That is a good thing, everybody. Speaking of other deals, fashion deals, Tommy Hilfiger's entered a partnership with Kohls, which is expected to hurt Macy's more than anybody else. And they will be selling men's sportswear in more than 600 Kohls stores and an expanded assortment online in the fall. And they'll install an elevated branded in-store merchandise experience in nearly 100 of the 600 stores. Again, Kohls has been tying up with brands, Cole Haan, Eddie Bauer, Lands' End, and Sephora lately. And that's, that brings more of those brands to the average customer, which is good. Okay, because the average customer that shops Kohls is not the customer that shops Macy's, Nordstrom's, and others. So it brings those brands down and elevates your buyer up. So in the end, it'll be a good thing. I think it'll bring more brand awareness and availability of it, but time will tell. It'll be something to watch how Kohls rolls this out and runs with it. Another one of these billionaires, billionaire developer Rick Caruso, is looking what to do with the cinemas that are not going to reopen in his two Los Angeles area malls. And what was interesting in this, okay, for malls being dead, and I know this is LA. Exactly, Kitty. It totally makes more of these brands available to us. What was interesting about two of these malls in LA that he owns, there's two things. One, that his signature outdoor mall drew more visitors than Disneyland before the pandemic. His outdoor mall drew more visitors than Disneyland before the pandemic. And as a businessman, okay, so the billionaire businessman that he is, okay, you know, here a billionaire, there a billionaire, everywhere a billionaire. Um, he likened the outbreak in business. So take the pandemic as applied to business and where you are today, and how you've gotten to where you are today. And he said it's survivor business, the outbreak. Okay, the outbreak. You know, Survivor. You know, they have. I'm not a big fan of the show, but they have Survivor this island and that and everything, and it is Survivor Outbreak Business Edition. Okay, is what he said, and that rang true. This is Survivor Outbreak, and it really starts in your head. Okay, I mean, I have said this since the beginning. I have said it since the beginning that this, you know, part of this is a head game. You know, and if you were not going out of business before the pandemic, you shouldn't be going out of business because of the pandemic. That would be the easy excuse. Okay. Oh, I went out of business because of the pandemic. Oh, that's just easy. That's the wimpy easy excuse. You guys fought and clawed and did everything you had to still be standing here today. The pandemic's not over, but you have played this game of Survivor, Survivor Outbreak Business Edition. You have played that well. You have played this game, played it extremely well to still be here now, and you will continue with that. You will continue rising up. Yes, Julie, we keep on fighting. I am the tiger. We keep on surviving. We keep on making it through. One day at a time, one transaction at a time. Every transaction, I still value every transaction. Every item that goes out that door, every cha-ching of your website, everything. Yes, you're still standing. Well, yeah, you know, the coach had great disciples, Michelle. The coach has better disciples. The coach is only as good as his participants. So you know, but we are still. So I love the analogy with Survivor, even though I am not a huge Survivor fan. I know a lot of people are, and that was a really good analogy. Because things suck in Michigan. I hope Adele doesn't need her phone fixed because Apple is closing their Michigan stores due to the surge in Michigan. So Apple, which has been a leader in keeping their stores closed or reduced occupancy and everything else since this pandemic started, says they hope to reopen as soon as it is possible and as soon as it is safe, but they have closed all their stores in Michigan again. What can Sesame Street? Okay, I like this. Okay, what can Sesame Street teach us about really writing and speaking for our business? Okay, lessons from Sesame Street. Okay, what are some lessons from Sesame Street besides we love cookies and to always do counting, always do the math, always do the math? Well, you know, this is really good stuff. Okay, so when you think about what you can learn from Sesame Street, know your audience. What's important to your viewers? So when you're doing a live show, what's important to them? What do they already know? How short is their attention span? Hint, very short. And how quickly can you make your point? Point number 2, be clear about what you need to get across and focus on that. Don't share too many points because that'll water down your message and probably bore your viewer. Tell a story to make it memorable. Okay. I mean, I tell stories all the time. The crazy part is all the stories I tell are true. I'm sorry to hear all those businesses are closing, but the surge is real. Okay. I mean, again, my point with telling the Michigan story is this pandemic is not over. And Adele, including the little businesses, the small businesses that have closed as well because of the surge, okay, further reemphasize that point. So, yes, things are good right now. Things are better in a lot of parts of the country. But this pandemic, they aren't as good as they were a month ago now. Okay, so it is not over. I can't stress that enough. Another lesson from Sesame Street: keep it easy to understand. You may not have children reading or watching your work, but you will have people with little time to read or watch. Help them out by getting to the point. No one will complain that you've made it too easy to understand. Keep it short. Who has time or patience for long introductions, long sentences, or long words? I try to avoid long words. Think about references to pop culture as a way to capture attention or make a connection. Kim Kardashian was wearing this last week in a different color and a different brand, but you can get this look at true fashionistas for just a fraction of what Kim paid. Just say it. Reflect current television shows or a parody and ad. Think of Grover as the Old Spice guy and Smell Like a Monster, a classic. Don't be afraid to be silly or play with words. You may not be able to follow the Sesame Street chicken rule, but surely you can lighten it up, right? So, lessons from Sesame Street. The last thing, exactly, Jennifer, you do that in your post. Maybe not Grover as the Old Spice guy, but you got Brad there. You can do that. You can do that. And that's relatable for people. That is relatable for people. Okay, especially as Kim is looking for new outfits to wear now that she's ditched Kanye. I mean, she's going in a different direction, and it ain't west. Okay? Kim is going in a new direction, and it's not west. That's all I can say. There you go. So as we've talked about that the pandemic is not over, okay? And I can't stress that enough. I know many of you feel like it's over or close to it. It is not. There's a lot of political decisions that are making their way because it has been so long. But political decisions are not science decisions. I wanted to share a stat with you. I've shared stats on vaccinations throughout this. And I gave the stat of the service a couple weeks ago. But a new stat is the highest vaccinated age group, okay, is adults 65 and older. They were the priority group, okay? No denying it. Adults 65 and older are the priority group, okay? And they have had the highest percentage of the population in the United States is people 65 and older that have been vaccinated. And only 80% of them in this country have been vaccinated. 80% of adults 65 and older. They were the priority, and that's all. And they were the priority because they're the most at risk. And only 80% of them have been vaccinated. So if they were the priority and they were the most at-risk group and only 80% of them got vaccinated, what do you think that means for all the other age groups? Okay, you are not going to hit that number. Okay, 80 is going to be our high, okay, for the foreseeable future. as they reach out to people that can't get out, that are homebound and things, you might see that percentage of 80 go up a little bit. You're not going to see it go up 10%, but you might see it go up a percentage point or two. So, that is vaccine hesitancy. That is cultural issues. That is access to care issues. There are so many issues that why that is only 80%. My big concern is that age groups below that. If age 65 was the most at risk and the highest priority, age 65 and older only hit 80%, what is 45 to 65 going to hit? What is 35 to 45 going to hit? Each of these other age groups is going to hit a smaller percentage than 80. And that is our concern for this ongoing pandemic. That is our concern for, ending this and hitting the right numbers that you need to hit to be able to end it. So I share that not to scare you, but to keep you realistic, okay? I want you to be in the zone. I want you to know that this pandemic is not over, okay? We have made such huge gains. You have traveled so far, and you will continue to travel. We travel together every night, hand in hand. Hand in hand, we walk through this path every night. Every night we walk through this path, and we will continue to do that. But you have to remember that this is not over, no matter how good things feel in your area. So just keep that in mind. And make sure you have the inventory. That's my other short message tonight. We'll talk more about that in the coming days because we need to revisit that again because it's all about the inventory and making it easy. You know what else is easy? This video and everything that I talk about. This video and everything that I talk about is so easy to find over at narcs.org/resalestrong. Everything's there. All the files, all the links, the spreadsheets, everything is there at narcs.org/resalestrong, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and yes, you can ring the bell so you know when a new one drops. You can also share it with everybody you know in business: butcher, baker, candlestick maker. We're going to help everybody make it to the other side of this. Everybody. I am here at More 8 Than Ish live in the Narcs private Facebook group every night. That's where you find me, live at More 8 Than Ish. But if you have a question in between, you just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Tonight, if you were not here at the top of the program, we're on page 82. Good morning. You're so pretty, I can't look directly at you. You're an eclipse. Good morning. Our good night is good night. The sun is gone, but you remain undimmed and glorious. Good night. There's your graphics, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah. We have lots of things to celebrate this week. The next 2 nights, we got lots of stuff to celebrate. You're not going to want to miss it. There's lots of exciting things to celebrate the next 2 nights. So don't miss the next 2 nights. But I don't know when we're going to party again in person. But when we do, I do know that I'll be there with you. But until then, and until tomorrow night at More 8 Than Ish, know that you, and you, but most importantly you, yes you, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. It's time for dinner.